abandoned her post. Oh no.
In the diary? In the diary?
They abandoned her post. Oh no.
In the diary? In the diary?
They abandoned her post. Oh no.
In the diary? In the diary?
They abandoned her post. Oh no.
In the diary? In the diary?
They abandoned her post. Oh no.
In the diary? In the diary?
Hello. Mm. All right. Everyone ready?
There you can see a perfect example of everyone's age difference by the length of their dresses and their outfits. So all the younger girls are wearing dresses that hit their ankles and then like little cravats of their own to cover their chests. And the older girls are wearing gowns. It means they're up in society.
Lady Whistledown, will you throw that picture of the family looking on the
Of course.
on the oh, thank you.
Also, I want to.
I mean,
I want
there
to.
you can see it perfectly. That's Francesca, and then Hyacinth in the back are younger because they have their chests covered.
I wanted to let you know that we had some sound issues at the top of the show. So I don't know if people could hear you at your welcome. So if you'd like to review anything, I apologize for the technical difficulty, but this is your opportunity to go ahead and say anything you wanted to say again. And I'm very sorry for the issue.
is that up? Who knows what we said?
We said that I was the diamond.
Yes,
Okay,
I
was the diamond in last evening's event, so I can give first-hand diamond account.
Yes. The most important thing that we said is that we do have a diamond expert, recently crowned Lady Fiona, diamond expert here.
Viscount Vivian.
The ballroom.
the escort expert.
Me, I'm the escort expert 100%.
Oh no, here Queen Charlotte and Lady Danbury are figuring out. They're plotting as to who Lady Whistledown will be.
Yes, I think this is a watch out Whistledown. If we have a watch out Whistledown moment, we can throw up.
Watch out, Whistledown! They're on to you, girl!
Girl, they're figuring it out because they know she's one of them.
Come on, Penelope. We love a redhead.
Yeah. I feel like she got way more red this year.
I myself am already betrothed to Mr. Fitton. Mr. Finch may very well still change his mind.
Also, Lady Whistledown, if anyone in the chat is like saying anything that you think we should know, totally chime in and tell us. And if you have anything to say from your first time, it's Lady Whistledown's first time watching this season of Bridgerton.
It is indeed. So far, we had our savior Cassie Ahears, who pointed out that they could not hear us. So thank you very much, Cassie.
Yeah. That's important. That is
Thank God. But we also did count down and we're watching it. We're currently watching it. So if you didn't press play.
Yeah. If you didn't press play, yeah, we're currently watching it. We're at like 3 minutes, 50 seconds. Eloise is fanning herself. She's having a feminist moment.
She's having her white feminist moment, and she's also socially very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He is an introvert through and through and wants none of this. But look at my dear Jonathan Bailey.
Okay, Jonathan Bailey in the house. He is one of the hottest men alive. If you're not following him on Instagram, I don't know what you're doing. He is like bringing back the era of gay leading men, like gay leading men that everyone wants to kiss everybody.
Yeah, the Brock Hudson, but out.
Yeah, the out Rock Hudson.
Wow, the feathers, the ornate feathers.
And the queen is like, look at all these basic bitches.
I've got something unmentionable in my gown. All the feathers affected my senses. Anything
Have we
more?
even gotten to the theme of the show yet? I feel like the plot is flying. Yeah, we haven't even. So what just happened?
No, we haven't yet. Right now, we're just doing like Daphne, Eloise's sister, was the diamond last season. There's a lot of pressure on her to be the diamond.
Must I warn you to be wary of that window?
It's good that her skin is so perfect, though.
Alabaster, yeah.
You know, all the Bridgertons have like
My apologies.
skin. Okay, Fiona and I were fighting about this earlier because I don't care about the Featheringtons.
Right, you're really rude about the Featheringtons.
Are the Featheringtons the redheads?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you gotta love Penelope.
I love Penelope, but her sister and mom, I'm just like over you guys.
But you know what? You can't have Penelope without the rest of them.
Fair.
Who's
That's
gonna,
fair.
who's gonna give Penelope her storyline of I have a shit family?
I have a shit family.
You're like, my mother and sisters don't support me. I'm the middle child and often forgot.
And oft forgot.
Oh, Eloise gets a break. She doesn't have to present herself to the queen. 'Cause
Yeah.
the society papers just dropped.
The society papers. Can you see them?
Pull it away towards you.
Oh yeah, on the society papers. She's
I
so
used to
happy.
myself last night.
This would be a lot of pressure, honestly.
Yeah, it's too much. I honestly genuinely got nervous when I went to curtsy.
Oh yeah, what was your experience? You did present your friend.
I definitely was giving her wallflower because I was like, listen, I'm a little nervous. And I curtsied twice on accident.
And she called it out though, and she liked it.
It was gracious.
It was.
Gentle reader.
Wow, Anthony.
He's brooding and thinking. He's thinking.
Wow, thank you, intro.
Yes. Okay, now I think we're at a Fiona fact for the intro.
So if you noticed at the beginning, I did talk a little bit about it, but I'll say this. If you notice at the very beginning, the age differences between the girl's dress, which indicates the length of the girl's dress indicates their age.
Yes.
So at this point, Francesca, that's not it. Francesca and Hyacinth are not out in society. So they have dresses that hit their like ankles. Shorter dress length means they're younger. And they also have like a feminine blouse or a cravat of their own to like cover their chests,
Yes.
to their neck, because they're little kids.
I feel like Eloise is like a little bit more masculine in the way she dresses too, because she's like, I'm independent, I'm rejecting society. Tomboy.
The promenading.
We're promenading. I'm gonna have to make a graphic for promenading because it is
often.
Was doing but one thing.
Viscount and Lady Fiona, we have been raided by C2 and her fans. So we now have another dozen or so people watching.
Hello.
C2 asked, "Are we watching the first episode?" We are watching the first episode of the second season of Bridgerton. And we just watched the like opening credits. So if anyone wants to sort of click ahead to catch up with us, please do.
What number are we at?
Like 8 minutes, 30 seconds. And welcome. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. Like they said, like Lady Whistledown said, I'm Viscount Vivian. This is Lady Fiona, who was recently crowned a Diamond of the First Water. We won't stop talking about it.
Yeah. And here we get to see the greatest actor of all time, Nicola, changing accent back and forth.
What my mistress wants.
We're obsessed. Dairy Girl, shout out. Nicola is a proud Irish woman giving us the accent right here. And also giving us labor rights. And this, she asked for a raise for the delivery boys. Like,
we love that.
So it's not a penny more. And the delivery boys need a wage increase.
There they do.
They're the ones.
Yeah, they get it.
On your lazy arse.
Congrats, Newsies. You're getting your raise.
Congrats, Newsies. Also, special shout out. Today was the first day of Bridgerton filming season 3, which is going to focus on Penelope here. So pay special attention to her because she's kind of the new big girl.
Just a tiny bit of pin money left on them.
Okay, see, back to the Featheringtons. I just don't like them. Okay, but why are they all wearing like brown this season in the house?
Because they're in sad, poor, socially unliked mode.
Yes.
Viscount, why don't you like the Featheringtons?
I feel like they're really not as charismatic as the Bridgertons. Is that mean?
They're not supposed to be. Okay.
I know it's working a little too well.
The Bridgertons in this world, in this society, are the most popular family of the ton.
She's very good.
Okay, one of my favorite moments is about to happen, and one of my favorite graphics. Number 10, Lady Whistledown.
Must be perfection.
We're practicing right now to represent to the Queen, Eloise.
Does anyone else aware that Dear Colin is
Boom.
Albania?
A little Benedict. Oh, barging in, toot toot. Anthony barging. Oh. The thing about John Daly is, there we go. Toot. He is barging in. He is never entering the room, not immediately talking. Like
he is the man of the house. He is the Viscount of the family. He doesn't knock and he doesn't do closed doors.
He does not. Who's the Fleabag lady? Phoebe Waller.
Bridge.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever. The Fleabag lady. So they were like in a show together, and she was like, Jonathan is special because he's dangerous. He's so kind, but he's dangerous. You never, well, I guess you would be like, you never know what he's going to do.
He's going to barge. He's going to rip through the scene. He doesn't stop.
He's chewing.
I should be more than happy to give you my ring when you find someone with whom you are very much in love.
Violet.
Immediately demanding the ring. And she's like, bitch, no.
No, I have control over the ring, and I'm going to make sure you like your wife.
Yeah, because like, so fun fact, side fact about the mama Bridgerton and Edward was the dad, right? They were a love match, which is like rare. So their wish is that all of their children have love matches. Daphne had a love match last season, but Anthony is being he's what?
Type A.
He's type A. He's on a mission to breed, and he's not into having a love match.
A marriage of convenience, we call that.
And right now, if we have the cover of Nirvana's "Stay Away." There we go. The classical cover. Because if you're a sad boy, you gotta have Nirvana.
What are those?
And if Anthony's one thing, he is a brooding trauma baby.
He is, because right now he's like, oh, I have to work so hard, and literally all he has to do is sign papers. Like
He just signs papers and tells people, yes, you can have this much money for your, and oh, give me your rent. Oh, he's a landlord?
Yeah, he's
wow.
big landlord.
So such a hard job collecting their payments to live.
Literally. And also, okay,
And there he is raking about.
raking about. If he's gonna
Anthony butt. We see a butt. We see Anthony's butt. Butt. Anthony's butt. Butt. And wow, thank you, Jonathan Bailey, for that peachy peach.
and he has to pay for sex because he's too busy right now to charm anyone.
Which I honestly, I'll say this, I have a lot of respect. Thank you for not wasting some other lady's time and trying to convince her, like, oh, I'm gonna like maybe be with you, or like he's not being a fuckboy. He's like, no, I'll pay
Yeah.
your
'Cause
time.
I feel like last season really broke him of like that whole romantic notion of like, oh, I can marry anyone of any station. Like he really learned like, oh, he cannot. And so now he's totally gone the other way and is like, I need to marry the perfect person who does not exist. Oh my God.
He's gonna randomly like analytically make up the wife in my mind, which is like his qualifications are basically like, can I withstand a conversation with her? Great.
Yeah. He's not planning on having sex with her at all. Ugh, the popped collar. So they're giving us Pride and Prejudice, Mark Darcy.
Mm.
Goose.
So mad.
We love a comic relief animal.
I think this is this a fun fact, Fiona, coming up perhaps?
Yeah, but like almost.
Not oh, okay. Sorry, I got a little ahead of myself. I'm racing ahead. Get it? Racing ahead.
Yeah, you were able to say that.
Okay, he immediately has to be a savior.
He's like, let me save this lady, and she's like, no, I'm literally just trying to leave.
I'm literally just trying to
It's in the morning. I'm trying to have a good time.
There we go.
Yeah. So this is a fact. Here's a little Fiona fact. In most historical romances, there are the trope of like the woman besting the male character because there's a social imbalance where right now he has all the power, but she, in this moment, is going to gain power over Anthony.
What's going on over there, Viscount?
The Viscount, just a big gust of wind. No, my cat knocked over
You're set up.
my whole situation. Sorry.
There you go, Fiona fact. We got she won. She beat his ass.
You did. Look how happy it is. Okay, so this is Kate,
Head start this time, I assure you.
played by Simone Ashley, who you might know from Sex Education. If you have good taste, you've watched.
I know you're riding astride.
I have no name.
Oh, then you're married.
And she's riding astride.
And unchaperoned.
I'm not lost either. I'm on my way back to Mayfair. It is just...
Now he's flirting because he just found out she's not married.
I appreciate your attention, sir, but I assure you I'm perfectly safe.
Yes,
Perhaps
she
you
is.
can count
Do we
on-
have a picture of them on the horse?
Yes.
You worry about me.
Look at this
Look at
tense chemistry. Even the horses are like, are they eye fucking right now?
that. They are. Also,
They-
she's in like morning clothes with her hair down. Very
Can
risque.
you imagine the questions I will be asked?
If a lady has her hair down, that says that she's kind of a slut.
A race.
Who's kind of a slut. I feel like this season, like they, like really, it's the small details. Like it's her hair being down, it's her ankle showing, or like her thigh or something. Which after being in quarantine and like lockdown, I appreciate. I'm like way hornier for ankles than I ever have been in my life.
Yeah. It's
Love
great
an
when they
ankle.
take the gloves off.
It's not like that. It's the other
We
way.
get it. And like he bested her because she's wrong. How would she know where Mayfair is?
Good day, sir.
Are you like concerned because they'll see them together? Like two men just rode by on horseback.
When I have a victory lap to
Yeah, because you can't be alone with a man.
You be alone with them. So beautiful. We love the horse acting. Acting on a
Great.
that was a win for Kate. If we have the win graphic throw that up.
Oh, what do you mean she was not in her
But
room?
we can also go right to the win for Kate. Kate totally won that interaction. And next we have Diamond Alert for little Edwina.
Lady Danbury. Oh, how delightful it is to see.
I love that. She's already giving diamond. They put her in white. Her hair's got diamonds in it. Like, it's not even a spoiler. If you're
The most poised person. You can't describe Edwina without just saying
A
statuesque.
true pleasure.
like
Like so
she
grateful for your hospitality.
that's ready. You know what I mean?
Yes, statuesque.
Considering
Best.
Though I was expecting another. Yes, my eldest, Kate. Kate.
Kate.
Yes.
Kate.
Well, she did get off the ship with you last night, did she not?
Ooh.
Apologies. Kate. There you are, dearest.
Make an
I do
entrance.
hope I did not keep you waiting long.
Uh,
Oh,
and
so
her also very masculine. Collar.
wanted some freshness in morning air, but
A little mud on her
My
skirt.
eldest, Lady
Little
Danbury.
mice. Do we see Danbury on?
I beg your pardon?
We should now.
We have almost.
We should she is being iconic.
Beautiful. She's an icon. She is the moment. We love Lady Danbury. Kane. Newton.
Newton.
It's a Newton alert.
Of every season, Lady Danbury.
It's a Newton alert.
Appropriated. For this, yes, that's it.
And also, I'm going to give you a little Fiona fact here real
Oh, that
quick.
sounds delightful.
Throw it.
Okay, so here's the thing about historical romances. They often, Gizzy, that's
I
my
cannot
cat.
tell you how
They
eager
often
women
give
are to be up for
the
these
characters
seasons, as am I.
an animal or a
Now, I
pet
would have
just to like
ensured
help
their
add
Majesty
humor
the
and break
Queen,
up
but I
the
thought it wise
sexual
for me to
tension.
examine their deportment
or just
prior
like the
to their
regular
first engagement.
tension.
Her
But one of my
Majesty
favorite
is
books
most
by Tessa
deserving
Dare, it's
to
called The
understand.
Wallflower Wager,
So Her
and
Majesty
she
will be in
rehabilitates
attendance then.
animals, and it's
At the ball?
quirky and
Well, there is no
goofy and
reason for
cute.
concern, Lady Mary. You will be with me. Lord.
And we love corgis too. Oh my God, Gizzy, hello, welcome to the stream.
Today's tune, the instructors hired. Dance lessons begin at noon, followed by a short.
Corgis just a class.
Yeah, also, that's a great dog.
Well,
Look at it.
both of you. Could you,
And now we kind of have a little power moment because Lady Danbury is like, I need to inspect you before I'll officially sponsor you. And Kate is like, girl, or look at Edwina.
Like, I'm not here to be sold.
Yeah.
This may raise concern. Any suitable gentleman will require some persuading, whether we
she's
like it or
old.
not, as she will already be regarded as an old maid at the mature age of 26, Mom.
But it should truly be of no concern, as I assure you, I am not here to find a husband for myself, only for my sister.
Ooh, look at
who
I'm all
indeed
I'm
stands
on the
quite tall
screen.
and smiles.
The Viscount
Even more
Vivian
so
is
Pinto
off
welcome.
the screen.
J'étudie le français
Honestly,
depuis l'âge de
Viscount.
10 ans, Lady
I know
Danbury.
the thing about being a Viscount is
And to be
you're really busy.
done, of course. She not only plays the guitar, really, but pianoforte too.
We lost the Viscount again.
And
Which is quite
Am I
bizarre.
back now?
Yep.
yeah, no,
And I do say so.
I thought my phone is like,
it's like
I'm here.
The wants, self-taught.
Anyway, back to this moment. So I think it might even be, oh, no, it's not. But this is a moment of winning for Kate because she's
Not
kind of full like appraisal moment on its head and being like, no, yes, win, yes. She's like, I have actually taught my sister everything. She speaks a million languages. She can do tea. Like, she is ready for anything. Throw it. Let's go.
literally, I do not. She's already put herself on the shelf, as they say.
Delighted.
Yeah.
She's
She's
like,
done. Kate is not for a husband.
I will be a fun aunt.
Yeah. She's looking to be a fun aunt. And I would say, like, Kate is very, like, frank. So, but in the book, they're so mean to her. Like, they're kind of nice to her, like, I don't know, be a smart ass to everyone.
You're right.
Yeah, the show character does give her a little bit more power instead of just being bullied all the time.
Yeah.
I love that. And we got Eloise and Penelope, the two BFFs.
In fairness, I've stopped reading.
And it's a watch out, Whistledown moment because Eloise is like, why do you go?
Being somewhere, unlike her.
Why do you go through Quill so much, you little freak? And
Yeah.
he is, oh, I'm just whatever.
Sure, but
She's Whistledowny.
Just like whatever about it. Nobody. I just write in my diary a lot. Like nobody does. What do you got to say?
Yes, but
I saw
Nobody
her look out the window today.
Like she's pages.
Time to read a few articles of substance.
So you'll notice in the
My
beginning
own
of this
sex, I
season, I'm going to point
will
this out a
excuse me
lot.
if I
You'll
treat
see
them
that
like
she's
national
wearing,
creatures
Penelope is
instead
wearing a lot of
flattering
yellow
their
right now.
fascination graces. Wollstonecraft.
And that's significant because it means that her mother still has control over her
Imagine if Whistledown
clothing.
wrote like this. Instead of simply
She
turning
loves
the debutante,
Yeah, she
perhaps
doesn't
then we
like
might
yellow.
find our respite from the tedious sequence of tea parties and
And I
balls.
feel like this is another Eloise is a feminist moment.
An active participant.
She's trying.
She's trying. She's getting the like basics for sure.
Mhm.
Obviously, Eloise will pop out and be like intersectionality.
She's not there yet.
Not but she's getting that there's issues.
Yeah, hasn't figured out there's a different social class.
Well, I am
But she
quite
will.
good at boiling the veg. Thank you, Mrs.
I feel like also starkly different this season, and you can tell because of COVID. It's like no servants. This is the only servant that talks the entire time. Where last season they had they had some lines and like whatever, but COVID cut this cast so hard.
And the new Lord Featherington is off somewhere,
Gotcha.
delighting in our misfortune, because the man is as cruel as can be.
Just like a really like manipulative mother.
Americas for daring to question.
Just like
She
who's the villain? We got a villain. Her name
where
is
he will
Mrs.
send the rest of
Featherington.
us if he has a mind. Cornwall.
I don't like her because she is a villain and she's just like
As you may visit Miss.
causing some problems.
This is a start. Certainly none for her dowry. He shall prevent me from marrying. Of course not. The man may be an old bitter curmudgeon, but he is a gentleman, and he will keep gentlemen's agreement, which is why we must waste no time in finding matches for the lot of you, unless you are all betrothed by the time our cousin arrives to claim the Featherington estate.
The other thing too, all of their this is another COVID factor. Their wigs also took a little turn down because of the COVID.
A little rough of a wig.
A bit of a rough wig.
Bit of a rough wig.
Ugh, okay, get out of their house. Okay, now we
Hey.
the sister.
Are you thinking of wearing that?
Yeah.
This is quite beautiful. No, these are
We got a
beautiful.
bonding sister
We have come
moment
to
of like,
London to find
no,
your
yeah, your
husband,
dress looks
not
really
mine.
beautiful, but like
Yes,
I
yes,
wouldn't
you
wear
are
it.
dear old maid.
Yeah.
Like,
We
yeah,
shall
you
be
would,
perfectly
Kate.
happy
You
doting
secretly.
on my
This is
many
why I
nieces
love.
and
I love a.
nephews
I
one
love
day
a
soon.
spinster who's
I
like.
shall spoil
I also would look pretty though.
You do know that, yes?
Yeah. Kate is like a spinster, but she does secretly want these things. I feel like kind of similar to Anthony. Wink, wink, wink. She's feels has to like serious for the sake of the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has to
Mamma is
say
doing that
it's your
she
aunt.
always does when she's worried. The gossip she endured after marrying up had to have been unbearable.
So now about how their mom also married for love, but because of that, she was like rejected by her family. And so Edwina's mom married
the way you and
dad, and they had Edwina, but Kate's already had Kate
over.
for the family.
Yeah. So Kate's mom is a stepmom.
Stepmom, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
Like that's her stepsister and
You
stepmom.
Yeah.
Yes, now never mind her. The dowager is not half as frightening as she thinks she is.
But
And
they're all cheekbones and them.
the cheekbones, like both of these women are incredibly beautiful, stunning.
Please remember what it is you're looking for.
Obviously, it's a big deal that they are both Indian women, which I think
Handsome.
was surprising to people because in the books they're like blonde. Who cares?
Yeah.
That will woo
Yeah.
you,
Right, ladies.
mind and spirit.
This was obviously the better choice.
You speak in a manner that
Very shy.
Very Shonda.
that is what you're looking
Which we love.
We love. We're here for it.
I know. It gives a good variety of the show.
Yeah, it does.
We love historical fiction, historical
This one?
romance.
Yeah. Historical fiction, historical romance.
Oh,
Okay.
here we go, bitch.
We got the Material Girl cover, Madonna. We are at the ball. So this is Lady Danbury's ball. She throws the first ball of every season.
We
Look,
love a French war. A dance montage.
yes, we did this last night at the Bridgerton experience. We did this twirling. We look exactly like that, actually.
Yeah. I didn't have a drink in my hand, and I wasn't annoyed that I couldn't put it down.
Yes.
Young to be sure, but he has 10.
Okay. Danbury's got to be on every single guy.
His wife recently died of influenza.
Bro.
He might make a particular.
Thank God his wife is dead from influenza because he's free.
I know. Could you imagine? Like, oh God.
Yeah, they're all dying from
now I'm long past
all kinds of things, as we'll find out.
Is for my sister. She trusts me implicitly. Now, what about the Duke of Suffolk? According to Debrett's, he should be quite the catch this year.
The Duke.
Seeing that Kate is like, I know something about these people. I was like, you. Why would you think that? You just got
the outfit.
the outfit. The Queen has arrived. Her wigs, though, they put all the budget into her wigs. Budget for sure.
Lady Danbury, a delightful soirée as expected. Though my own later this week will be much more exclusive.
Oh,
Your
sure.
Majesty, I would.
Oh, stabby.
So, Your Majesty, may I present Lady Mary Sharma, whom you must remember, and may I present her daughters, Miss Sharma and Miss.
So that's the whole
Edwina
thing, is that like in this they gave them Sharma, but in the book they were Sheffield.
A high honor indeed.
We love Sharma.
I hear you have made quite a
Deal because the first time she's back at court.
extended the courtesy of offering your queen a final farewell before you left.
Which, like, why do I have to say goodbye? I fell in love and I'm like moved to India. Get over it.
Oh, I do want a challenge.
Win for the Queen, win for Queen Charlotte, but she's kind of always winning. So
Yeah, she gets to win all of it.
yeah.
Ooh, here comes the big drop.
The big drop. Okay, the Bridgertons are rolling in. They all look good. Poor Benedict. I don't know why Benedict is here. TH. He
Like,
just wants.
he's supposed to be a character that we care about, but they're having a hard time selling him to us.
Come, sister. The cakes at these occasions are
He's
surprisingly
cute in this moment though, when he's like rescuing Eloise. That is cute.
truly
If there's one thing a Bridgerton man is gonna do, it's rescue.
Will
Yeah.
charm you.
Unless
After
you're
all,
Anthony
this
and
is
you're
the
like
season
heads
the
on
Viscount
the
intends
idea of
to find a wife.
Yeah.
marrying somebody.
You
And the
honest.
mom,
There we
like,
go. That's the best moment. The mother just like dropping the hammer, shouting super loud and being like, yes, you're looking for a wife.
a wife, get him to a marriage.
Which, by the way, little Fiona fact, that is another amazing little trope, which the first trope we see, the first one I saw from the original Pride and Prejudice, which was Mrs. Bennet just trying to get all of her daughters married off. But the matchmaking mama is a classic literary trope for historical romance, Renaissance era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else do
The older one. Maybe
Yeah,
married.
better to do but plan marriage?
Two
What?
James show their faces in London.
If only every
That's all the moms have time to do. What else are they doing?
Oh, that was the Cowper mother.
Yeah, they're so awful. Another family I really don't care about.
You're not supposed to.
You're not. Yeah, that's true. They're the villains.
Mr. and Mrs. Page. Lady.
I don't know if it was a watch out Whistledown moment.
Surprised to see
No.
I don't know. He was eavesdropping. I feel like it's kind of fun how they're showing us like Eloise actually eavesdropping, where last season it was just like, oh, he might.
Right, because we didn't know until the end that she was Lady Whistledown.
Yeah, nice to see. Which also is different than in the books. You might know in the book we haven't heard who Lady Whistledown is.
Which, by the way, since they're filming season 3, if anyone is following the books, we're skipping Benedict's book, which is technically the 3rd book, jumping to the 4th, which is Penelope's story. And might I suggest you read it?
Read Penelope's story, everyone.
The Penelope story is great. It's called Romancing Mr. Bridgerton.
Our apologies. Lady Featherington.
There we go.
When you are more settled. Yes.
Lady Featherington employing one of the oldest tricks in the book, just cry when someone confronts you with a problem and they'll leave you alone.
Truly.
She does it well.
We loved that tactic. Oh, poor Anthony's being hounded.
Who?
Hound-
I do not believe I've yet made an introduction. Of course.
I don't know.
No, you have the eye.
Even
Bridgerton is wealthy,
What?
well connected.
Right now we're at
and
the
from one of
part
the town's
where
most illustrious families.
our dear
Apparently hoping to
Lady
marry
Danbury
this
is trying to
season.
push
He may very
Bridgerton,
well
and
be
then my
our
girl
most
Kate's like,
eligible
no, I
bachelor."
read about him.
He's very handsome.
a rake, a capital R rake.
Slut.
Lord Corning, I was hoping to see you this evening. Allow me to
But
introduce
the thing is, even we both agree.
Edwina Sharma.
The thing about a rake, in fiction is, boy, it's
Corning,
fun.
he said. The
You know,
Baron
he'll be
Corning.
really well experienced, but in reality, he'll probably have syphilis.
I would be delighted, my lord.
That's very true. One thing that's going on in this day is no one brushed their teeth, so everyone's bad in this, and everyone had syphilis.
What you have
Yeah,
and
and
have
truthfully,
not
they
read.
didn't bathe
It is
regularly.
unacceptable
They
here
did at night
For a
and in the
lady
morning.
to
They washed
decline
their
a dance with a
faces and their
gentleman
hands.
unless she's already
like-
reserved by another.
It kind of
I see
helps.
we have a-
Yeah. It kind of helps. So just something to think about when there's a lot of like close breathing in this season, especially, and I'm always like hot, but you're there not brushing those teeth.
Not
No. So right now, what is he doing? A historian. He's signing everyone's dance cards.
the word.
You used to have to sign for like specific
Uh-oh,
dance.
watch out,
Otherwise
Whistledown.
you'll be being
Oh.
insufferable.
Yes, I think this is about Whistledown.
Ah, you were trying to eavesdrop, and Eloise rips through the room and interrupts.
Or am I to accompany you to get some
Penelope
lemonade?
by herself
Now,
Or punch?
up her.
if you're wondering. Apologies, gentlemen. I regret to inform you that my dance card is already full.
How she shows them is my favorite. And she's like, my dance card is already full.
Lord Byron.
And like they would have to wear the dance cards on their wrists. And I would say, like, if you're not familiar, like this was a song that only like went out of style. Like this was still happening in the 50s.
Come.
But
There is
people-
someone who would like you to meet.
It's true.
It's true. I'm
A
just saying.
lemonade?
Lemonade. Okay, so Fiona, tell people about the lemonade because I didn't know that there's social rules about getting
There are
lemonade.
social rules. There's social rules about getting food and drinks at a ball. If you are a lady and you are alone, it is very, very déclassé to walk over and get your own lemonade or your own little tea cake or whatever. If you want a beverage or a refreshment, only a real lady has a gentleman walk over and provide. That's why earlier when those guys were like, oh, you seem parched, I could get you a lemonade. It was that. Viscount, what is happening?
I know. Oh,
What are you doing? Where'd you go?
I know.
Oh,
I was telling everyone on here that I really don't get the technology. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Okay, this I think is a Baywatch moment.
Baywatch.
Yeah, so Jonathan Bay. Bailey.
Indeed. Enjoy your freedom while it lasts.
Insanely hot, and right now he's kind of having a bro moment.
He's gonna bro out hard.
He's that he literally give one fig about what personality is as long as she's on his
And more pleasurable partners.
and who
Anyway,
but
Kate.
Kate.
The lady in question should have more to recommend her. Do not tell us you were hoping for a love match. Love is the
Fuck.
last.
Naming of the shrew vibes, you know what I mean? Where there's like, it's not fully a bet, but it's like a little bit of a bet. And she's like, here, you know?
Little
Your manners are not
eavesdropping
accredited
on
by
accident.
Countess. It should not be so hard to find. And yet the debutantes of London will
We
surely
love dropping.
Yeah, a bit of a
Best the
farce,
queen
if you will.
Finally name a diamond. Save you some trouble. At least for choosing her. Mooring the piece will be a different
Ooh,
story.
just a bunch of guys being like, what kind of a lady do you want? And it's like, I don't know, one willing.
I know, literally, and they all call them like pieces and chits. Like, not much has changed.
Rude.
I guess that would be shocking to hear too, if you like.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh,
She kicked a pot. She accidentally kicked a pot.
she kicked it, and he hurt.
I can hear you.
Oh, here we go.
And she's about to walk away. Like, he's gonna see you.
I'm like,
I never got your name.
we love
I
the
was wondering if
tension.
we'd meet again.
The tension. And my favorite, all their jackets are like little crop tops, and you see the vest underneath.
It was hardly an effort, seeing as you were proclaiming your many requirements for a wife, loud enough for the entire party to hear.
Tell him, Kate.
I take
Yeah.
it any man who views women merely as chattels and breeding stock.
None of that was meant for you.
Viscount Bridgerton, yes.
Ooh.
When you manage to find this paragon of virtue, whatever makes you think she will accept you?
Towards him, which is very powerful. It's like,
One, by a pleasing smile and absolutely nothing more.
So you find my smile pleasing.
I find your
Now is
opinion
not the time.
entirely too high.
he is so good at turning.
Horsemanship.
He's like, I'll flirt, and she's like, well, I'll fight.
She's like, I will fight you. Because also, like, she's older, you know, so she's been around the block. I think not, you know, like,
No, she hasn't been like in society, but
like knows men. You know what I mean? And like how they are. She's not sure. Because I feel like compared with last season, Daphne like had never spoken to a man that wasn't her brother. She was so confused by men.
yeah.
The air for the dreary conversation.
Ooh, now we got Whistledown. She's trying to sneak away during the ball to send out her paper. Which, by the way,
Exactly.
obviously in the book she would never sneak out. It's the most conspicuous thing. To, like, everyone would know you were
Have you seen
missing.
your brother?
Like, where did Penelope go?
Yeah, and especially like I don't know how aware she is of the queen's like being on to her that it is someone in society. So I feel like that would cause even more suspicion.
Yes, his absence, I might not have agreed.
Have Mama and well, Lady Banbury's kind of a
Yours, I look forward to meeting them. And I look forward to showing these other mamas how the game
on the messes that they have to get married.
stoke the fire by informing them of the Viscount's intentions.
Ooh,
My son said he was ready. Who am I to question it? They all must come around eventually.
always just trying to like sell off their
Miss
kids.
Sharma, allow me to introduce you. Chance, my mama is already in our carriage. We will see you at home.
People are watching, my dear. You are clearly upset.
What is clear is we are woefully unprepared to navigate this lion's den. I am sure Edwina's absence will
Wow,
only
yeah,
make her
Kate's
that much
pissed. She's
more
like,
desirable.
we're out.
It truly was a magnificent soiree.
You know, her absence will only make her more desirable. Anthony said the same thing about Daphne at that first ball last year.
And I can say firsthand,
seeing
that's
both
actually
of us may have
true.
our hands
As
this year.
the current
If I have
reigning
something to say about
diamond
it,
of the
and as you
season,
very well know,
I walked out of
always
the ball
have
a little
something
early
to say.
during one of the numbers, and apparently
Did I
people were
leave them
asking where
out?
the diamond went.
Night, sisters.
And she went
I wanted to get you an Uber early.
a smart down. Ugh, now Penelope's all mad.
She couldn't get her paper out.
Nicola is such a good actor, though.
Fantastic.
She's carrying a lot of the dramatic weight of this show.
She's good at it.
Yeah, and she is good at it.
She has the
Like-
better wigs of the sisters.
For next season with her, she said there is going to be some kind of like sex scenes going on.
The mirror.
Shh, don't tell me. don't talk about the mirror.
I just said there was a mirror. There's mention of a mirror.
There's my
Read the book.
family notices that she's sneaking out.
Go get it, Whistledown. Go get your bag.
Sneaking out to get your ship printed.
Which also we have to consider is that this girl
Mind this,
is
the apology
secretly
to the lady.
collecting
Just
tons
as
of
if it
money
was
every
before
week.
noon.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, your family is broke and you have a ton of money. Like, for help is how I feel. Like,
Yeah, but her family's been nothing but mean to
Let
her.
him pass
So
you, Sheila's
yeah,
right.
that's, like,
Let me
can you,
just-
you know,
You get to keep the surplus for your upper service. These kind of delays are sure to be more frequent now due to an unforeseen
Sorry.
circumstance.
we're pretty episode now.
There is nothing quite like the
You whistle down.
of success.
Say what?
Oh, how are you doing? Now that we're farther into this episode,
I am intrigued.
Intrigued, yes.
I like. Is it Kate? The like.
Own mama may have
the
allowed
sassy one. I
Yeah.
like Kate.
Yeah, we all love Kate.
Yet I cannot be the only one wondering if this former
Yeah, that was his
R
old
rake
paramour.
is indeed
From last woman that yeah, you can't marry outside your station, my dear. Don't even and he's
queen to finally name her diamond. Or
Who's the
perhaps
diamond?
this author take matters into her own hands.
And I can tell you, as the current reigning diamond, you don't want to want it.
And bring me
You know what I mean? You can't want it. If you show at all that you're like excited or eager, or you're trying, no, just have a good time.
I do think that.
And then suddenly the queen points to you and someone taps you on the shoulder.
Wait for someone to tap you on the shoulder. Poor Ella. Like, this guy's a child.
Yeah,
I do. Like, nobody's into her. Is it because she's so like?
No, in the truth of it is, a lot of people are into her because she's pretty and she's a Bridgerton, which is a family everybody wants to marry into. But she's like, no.
Still be in store.
She's vehemently against a partnership.
That's why I wish she was gay. Like, but I get it. I mean, I don't get it, but they should.
Newton alert!
Oh, Newton alert! Newton alert! Coming in, breaking the tension.
If ever darling Miss receives such high esteem, let us hope there is a suitor available of only the sharpest wit, lest his dry musings leave a young lady wilting.
Writer.
It is rather clever the way she uses plant puns to belittle.
Yeah, now she's getting complimented and she loves it.
Yes.
That's the best part about Penelope is she's like, yeah, whenever somebody's like giggling about Whistledown, she's like knows that they're giggling about her writing.
Yeah. Like, it's so like Wallflower like looks down and like so cute. Always.
We'd keep saying.
Which, by the way, Fiona fact.
Yeah.
Fiona fact, the Wallflower trope is one of my very, very, very favorite tropes. Because it's just about like,
this is the one.
The Wallflower is the girl who is not popular, not necessarily anybody's first choice, sort of hangs off, not always asked to dance, but is by far the most fun lady there, usually. A little bit shy, a little bit unpopular, but always down to have a chat and a laugh and the gossip girl.
I can still barely feel my toes. I thought you made taught to dance.
And I thought you gentlemen capable of
That's a
worthwhile
Fiona fact.
conversation.
Love that.
Fighting. And I feel like they wouldn't fight if they both.
Brilliant dance. I could
Yeah,
not agree
Anthony and
more.
Eloise are very similar and very similar personalities, but often bump heads against each other because they're like, you know, not into it.
I know, because he's like trying to be like, I'm a man, I know it's right. And
So here we go with the Benedict storyline.
Benedict giving us a taste with the modiste.
I shall see you later on tonight.
But sorry, no chemistry. If you disagree, listen to chat. But I don't think there's any chemistry here. And she agrees. The modiste is saying, I have to work and my art comes before all else. Unlike you, Benedict, who's always drinking and not painting.
Oh, right.
What's the tea?
Why aren't you doing what you're supposed to do? What you want to, you say you want to paint, you want to draw, go do it.
Yeah, go do it.
But they're Bridgerton boys, and a Bridgerton boy is a brooding, grumpy, self-saboteur.
Aware of what?
Travel around Europe and leave.
Yeah.
He's the only non-brooder.
Anthony.
And he's even kind of broody later this season, actually.
Which one? Colin?
Colin moments.
Are you kidding me? Traveling is the most broodiest thing in the world. Solo travel?
Perhaps you shall get to
So,
It's all about self-reflection.
Miss Goodrum
it's
thought
probably like half tops.
as for every other eager chit she pushed.
So, mom are not because
I'm looking for perfection.
fall in love with whoever. And he's like, literally, I'm looking for perfection.
Which,
And
like, nobody's perfect. Nothing's perfect.
My sister.
I know she's like, no one's perfect, but I get where he's coming from. The mom, well,
Violet is the great gal.
I must fulfill.
what?
Violet, the mother, is a great gal, and she's equally, if
You'll
not
end
more,
up alone.
traumatized than Anthony.
With such
Yeah.
expectation.
She was whatever. We won't get there.
I know when we get to that episode, we'll have a vote for who is more traumatized.
Yeah, who's more? Everyone's traumatized.
Yeah, but who's more?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Here we go. She's got her secret money.
secret money.
Secret money in the wood, in the floor. Secret money in the wood floor.
Watch out, down moment, because her sister almost catches her.
Yeah, watch out, Whistledown.
She's like, I'm
Ow.
in
Ow. Older every time.
so boring. I will be perfectly putrefied if Philippa does manage to marry Finch.
Like what?
Petrified.
What's this girl's name even? This character.
So it's Philippa and
What is that? What is what?
I don't know.
What
Phoebe?
you're writing? I'm not writing.
Phoebe, I've watched this episode so many times. I still don't know her name.
What occupies your quiet time? What are you ladies doing? Still up?
She's writing. Let her write. If she
Plenty
wants
was
to read and
writing.
write, what's wrong with that?
I know. Mad about it.
Well, that would explain the ankle over her food.
She's right.
She's writing to Colin, and her family's being mean as hell. Is like, why waste your time, girl? He doesn't want you.
No, they're really negative about her. And then they're like, why do you have bad self-esteem? And it's like,
Do you not think so, Mama?
mean. And then the mom wants to sell her books. Like, nobody wants her books.
Pointless pursuits is writing silly letters. Colin Bridgerton is no more your friend than I am the next Catherine the Great.
Wow, you're gonna
Like
choke on
perhaps
those words.
Someone should think you're a commoner.
Wait till you watch season 3, Mother Featherington.
Yeah, or read book 4.
Or read book 4. Do you think the mom can read?
No.
Not.
Yeah, she has to write letters.
Oh yeah, I guess. And she was reading like the letters and stuff.
Okay. She can read. She can read.
Lady Danbury smoking.
What a
Lady
rebel.
Danbury. Lady Danbury smoke break. If you smoke it, got it.
Your tea grows cold. My horses do not.
Ooh, don't call
Would
me
you
out for
plan
riding
to
your
ride
horses.
again
Yeah.
tomorrow?
Which honestly, if you guys know anything about me, I'm a little bit a former horse girl. So
A little.
A little bit.
Around.
She
So
was
I would be a lot like
It's
Kate.
the trouble.
Yeah.
Correspondence.
Catch
You
me
get-
It's the Sheffields. I wrote to them before you
What?
arrived. Those people are not my grandparents.
Like, the first episode.
Them whatsoever, in fact.
What?
I think it's to see them like square off in the first episode. Like they're such like cute
Gone out
characters.
for a ride without a chaperone.
Built. Like it's to see them straight out. They're out.
I'm rather more concerned about that.
So big revelation about Kate's real motive.
Is to reconsider resorting to more forgeries and half-truths, Miss Sharma. Very few attempt to outwit me, and even fewer succeed. You are living under my roof, under my care, relying on my
Basically
good
just
name,
calling
my
her
connections,
ass
my
out.
money.
And she's just seen everywhere.
Under
The
her,
way
the queen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Caroline is so good.
I was paying
Like-
kindness to an old friend. We are truly grateful for
Which
that.
also,
Your
which you get a lot in the
mama
books,
misses
and
your
you'll get a lot
father.
here, is that Lady Danbury
She
has a
never
really
really wanted
soft
to come
spot
back here,
for
did
like
she?
spinsters
You
and
did.
wallflowers, because at one
I have no
point in her
interest in
life,
being used as a pawn in
she
someone
was
else's
considered a
game.
wallflower.
That's not what we are doing. Then tell me what stipulations the Sheffields have apparently set down with
What?
regard to Edwina's match.
Double.
Stipulations
Like
met will, I am guessing, guarantee great fortune for you and your family.
Keep the Pedialyte.
Edwina must marry.
so Edwina has to marry a man of English nobility, which seems
To interfere with your sisters. Yes.
It's just rude and creepy.
They never recovered from my
Is-
father's Right.
A good.
I was sprinkling some glitter.
Reasons. After my father died, Mama and I did the best we could to raise Edwina, all so she would never know of our struggles.
Her dad is awesome.
Yeah, that's the other complex is that Kate is like, I'm her second mother. It's like, all right, chill, you're also your own person.
And to look after my mama.
I also love the season. I feel like her and Anthony both have to learn, like, oh, we are our own person and not just like a second parent.
Yeah, I'm not just like the sole caretaker.
Yeah.
We love it.
We love it. This is my favorite gossip.
I am not my mama's daughter by birth. Edwina is. I spent the last 8 years raising my sister to walk in the right way, to talk in the right way, to play the pianoforte just so.
Because she's 26. So how old is she? 8?
Teaching her twice.
Oh, yeah, she's like 19.
As hard as anyone else. I even taught her how to
Edwina
make
is like 19.
For tea the English so adore. I despise English tea. But if it means my sister will not be left destitute, then I will smile and I will nod politely after each and every sip to be sure. Your sister has a right to know, as you said.
She does. I know. I think it's kind of unfair that they don't tell her, but her reason for why they don't.
Because I know her. If she was made aware of the circumstances, she would marry quickly only to please us. She would say yes to any man kind enough to ask.
You feel it.
The Queen deserves a chance to find love without such a burden. Please, you must not tell us all.
Lady Danbury is so nice.
She is an icon. She is the moment.
Desired by many, yet possessed only by a fortunate few.
She's just like literally bye. I cannot.
Like, figure out your own business, but you are in my house and I will be involved in it. Oh, 'tis the diamond ball. Here we go, gals.
The Rihanna cover of the classical Queen Diamonds, because this is Diamond Ball. The Queen
the highest of honors to a most
there we go. Shine bright like a diamond.
Everyone's kind of, I feel like representing because the original presentation got.
I do suspect this author is not the only one waiting with bated breath.
Honestly, you guys be excited in that room.
Satisfaction.
It was like everyone is like trying to be complimentary, but also competitive energy.
Your mother would enjoy some refreshment.
Everyone wants to be the diamond, but just one.
And didn't I mention earlier you can't want it?
Can't want it.
Can't show that you want it. You just got to be chill. And you saw in that moment, Edwina was very chill.
Edwina is good at
of just being like, hello, yes, hello, I'm just here. I don't expect to be the diamond.
Yeah.
I know a thing or two about
Make
that.
a match that will be the envy of the town.
It's like
just being told, Lady Danbury. You said you wanted to shake up the season. Now's your chance.
I can't do a one eyebrow pop.
I can't kind of.
Oh wow.
He said, her wig too. I love that it's like a little lilac.
You're the artist. Do you see anyone remotely inspiring?
Bro,
Rude.
yeah, Benedict is rude sometimes.
Lady Bridgerton, Miss Bridgerton.
Eloise.
Presentation at court was so rudely interrupted. Shame indeed. I nearly forgot you were making your debut this season. After your elder sister's triumph. Perhaps good fortune might run in the family.
Oh, that's the villain, one of the many villains of the book. Her last name is Cowper. So it's like
Though I must admit,
Cow tipper. No, I would have been like, if I had met her, I would have been like, Cowper, more like cow tipper.
My finger is one of emeralds. How thoughtful of you to know that.
Aha.
It seems
Eloise just said something awkward, and the queen took it as a compliment joke.
Yep. And Anthony is even like, okay.
I need my crop top jacket.
Queen in fact names Eloise the diamond.
His eyes are like,
Hush, you.
Yeah, you can't marry the diamond if it's your sister.
Yeah, that would be nice, to be honest. I'd marry her if she named her the diamond. This dance I would love to do. I love the weaving.
The Queen somehow managed to charm her. Likely. Eloise, you must calm down.
And you know,
Bridgerton.
here we go, cow tipper.
Cow tipper coming in being a Rudy Patootie.
We should make a cow tipper graphic.
Cow tipper. And this actor, like, they pull her hair so tight.
Oh,
right?
The roots are gonna fall out.
Yeah, that is.
Absurd events alongside people like Cressida Cowper is beyond me. And it's not just her, it's all of them. Really, as if I was
Cressida cow tipper being a brat.
Yeah, Cressida and Cressida.
Insipid wallflower, remember? I was not. Cressida was only incensed, and even her new dress could not hide her character.
I'll sit in a field of flowers in the evening.
Especially at nighttime. Like, being around flowers at night is special. Like, you're not supposed to be out.
I always get the first glass of lemonade. And I hear all the best dancers are just from watching. You can always tell when a suitor is serious about courtship just by how he looks when a young lady dances with another.
We love Penelope. She's very observant.
Chance to hear what the footmen say in secret.
I was surprised, but I guess I'm like, she wouldn't, like, we are watching Penelope navigate having to, like, have there. Do you know what I mean? Because I was like, why are you, like, you're kind of being sloppy with your secrets, but she's not really used to paying attention at these events.
Yeah, it's one of the problems is that now that Eloise is out in society, is that she's at these balls and is distracting her.
When she was gone,
which
I would miss her. I thought
you'll see that, I don't know, Eloise is kind of a selfish friend sometimes. It's just like me.
On the same old thing.
We see that season, which I'm excited to see how that, like, unfolds. But we definitely see the ramp up of that, of Eloise being really selfish.
Yeah. And then Penelope being like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Diamond and my mother.
Obviously, they are Bridgerton, so they have a lot of privileges. They have, like, pretty privilege. They have money privilege. Their parents want them to have love matches, and their parents let them talk back to them.
Yeah, they have a lot more freedoms.
No one truly notices me. I suppose that's what they like.
Notices me. And her little dance card's empty. You can see it in her hand.
I know. It's so good.
It is. The details are so good.
She's been so overlooked.
That is why Whistledown remains anonymous.
We love Penelope.
We love Penelope. I have to make it like a celebratory Penelope.
She just wears her hair too tight.
She does. She wears her hair too tight.
Wearing her too tight.
My 8th grade social studies teacher also wore her hair too tight and made her mean.
God. I think we're about to announce.
It's diamond time.
Your presence is noted.
Yes.
It now be my honor to present to you the season's diamond.
Who is it going to be? Honestly, if you haven't seen it before, it is like anyone's.
Miss Edwina Sharma.
Oh, obviously the perfect diamond.
Now, just a little bit about your selection of diamond. I feel like say with a guy, like a man came and pulled Fiona out of the crowd, and took the side.
It's true.
I'm gonna unmask you as Lady Whistledown, trying to. Very funny.
I thought I was gonna be Lady Whistledown. Nope.
Just the diamond.
Oh, now Anthony Bridgerton's being creepy as hell.
Yeah, this is him barging in. Bridgerton barging in. He sorry, touched him. Really, all the other men stepped aside. Yes, toot toot, Anthony. All the other men step aside.
And it's creepy as hell because it's like, that's a child, Anthony. No,
Yeah.
that's a child. But you're like 30, and that's a child.
In the show, they changed ages, so she's like 19 and he's like 8. But In the book, it is not like
Speaking of where
No, she is 16.
okay. Out of a dance battle.
deciding.
It's very so irrigating Edwina, and she is not making a speech. She's perfectly talking, like eye contact. She's been well trained for this moment.
I'll tell you what, that was not me.
What a number.
That was not me last night. I was running into everybody.
Stuttering, there's some stuttering, some sweating. Edwina does not even break up.
Man who knows what he wants is most admirable.
Like done. I feel like literally from this conversation, all her answers, he's like, check, check, check. He's like,
Yeah, she's literally like playing it perfectly.
yeah, it's perfect. But then
I have a dead dad too.
they both have dead dads. Kind of a little bond.
Trauma bond.
He's like,
Perhaps
you're for Edwina, you would fall in love with him on first sight as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
here she is now, Kate.
Ah, Lord Bridgerton. I see you've met Miss Edwina. This is
Her sister.
Miss Sharma, my lord.
The way he literally did a literal double take.
There's excellent dancing. Perhaps I know anything or two.
Would you join me in the retiring room, sister?
No.
No, absolutely not. She's like, I'm obsessed with this guy. She grabs him away, her away.
She is a lovely diamond, dearest.
Yeah, that's one of my other favorite tropes. Little Fiona fact.
She is who I shall marry.
One of my other favorite tropes is the girl choosing to be a spinster and then accidentally falling for the main character slash the main character falling for the possible sister-in-law.
We love that. Because it does add so much drama.
Drama.
Speaking of drama, finally the Featheringtons have a bit of plot.
The new Lord.
The new Lord Featherington. And he's kind of hot.
Yeah. When you find out your cousin's kind of hot and might have money.
Ugly.
It is quite all right.
Watch
I don't care if our kids get
And very old.
hemophilia.
So
What's
old.
up?
Well, but I'm terribly sorry for my
The
lady.
mom really wants to marry one of them to him, which fell to him.
The guide to that fine French fellow is paid. The Laidlaw's books are on their way to me now, and I even took the liberty of having your possessions moved from your bedchamber, Lady Featherington. Yes, it's still strange.
You had my possessions moved.
Well,
Like,
I
girl,
should
you
be
moved
taking
my
over.
stuff in my bed?
Now that the home is mine.
First, my house. That's what's crazy. Back then, like a man could just show up and suddenly the house is his.
Like a distant relative you've never met is like, hey, now I'm taking care of you too, I guess.
Yeah. Come with us like barn cats. Like you come with that.
Yeah.
About time I
The women are just barn cats and you inherit the barn and you're like, oh, I guess you guys are here too. Are you gonna take care of the mice?
Yeah.
Rather ridiculous. Should a woman not be valued for so much more than her dancing skills?
Now
Or should we not value a woman instead for her candor, her character?
Yes, Lady
her
Whistledown,
true
Penelope took the notes from
accomplishments?
Eloise. I was like, I'll be a feminist.
I love it.
that's how it spreads. It's by talking. You have to talk it out.
If we abandoned this absurdity that is the diamond, we would all see that a woman can be so much more.
Ah ha ha.
What is it, Your Majesty?
Now the queen's like, interesting.
It seems she will need to do more for me this season than simply sparkle.
Which I think is interesting because like they were talking about last season, like Lady Danbury to the Duke talking about how when you're a person of color, you have to work twice as hard.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, that
Oh my-
brings us to the end of episode 1.
episode 1. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Thank you all so much for staying and watching this with us. This is really we're back in the ball. This was a very interesting first experience. I feel like we learned a lot about it and also about Bridgerton, about this show.
Mm-hmm.
Any last thoughts, Fiona or Lady
You know
Whistle?
what? I have to tell y'all, I'm excited for this next episode. I'm excited to really dig deep into the chemistry and the tension. We haven't even touched on the sexual tension that will be abounding. I don't know if that's the word.
Abounding, yeah. Lady Whistledown, feelings after it's your first time? Any first time?
I love that trope that you were talking about, the like voluntary spinster falling in love. I am all about that storyline, so I'm on board.
Yes, I'm on board.
When you're not looking for it, it appears.
That's right.
Okay, yeah, exciting to dive deeper. I feel like this first episode does go so fast because there's like so much information and characters to meet, and now we're just gonna get a little bit cozier with them as it goes on. Well, speaking of that, we'll be here next week, same time, same Bridgerton channel. Follow us on Instagram or TikTok. I'm God Hates Vivian. Fiona is book_bimbo. And also follow the Trident Network at the Trident Network on everything to see all of their shows, because like Val is such a cool producer. She put this all together and she does amazing with other shows too. So thank you all so much. I can't wait to read all your comments, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.